Hey, good afternoon. This is the afternoon of the Feast of the Sacred Heart. And I know a lot of you, especially the First Friday people, are very much interested in that feast. But it had a whole plethora of readings available. In fact, we had to hunt through and figure out which ones was it going to be. But essentially, it brought out that whole one universal theme. God loved us so much that he gave us his only Son, Jesus, and being gifted by the Father, also made that supreme gift of his life so that we might have life. That whole feast has nothing to do with hearts and flowers and stuff like that that we traditionally might associate with the heart, but just the fact that he gave the whole of his life so that we might have life. Our readings this next Sunday really sound, well, to me, they sound almost depressing, but brought us back to the whole theme of Lent, the whole theme of Easter that we just celebrated, it seems like. And in it, we have the prophet saying how everyone's out to get him, and they really were. He wasn't paranoid. And then St. Paul brings up the same thing, that, if you really believe, you're going to suffer, but not to panic, not to worry, that God's going to take care of his own. And Jesus in the gospel basically says the same thing. Yes, there's going to be times of trial, there's going to be trials of tribulation, but let's not panic. I'm not going to spend too much time on the readings because Nathan's wanting me to cover some personal things. In case you haven't noticed the blue tape back here, whatever books are left here, had tape across them to keep the movers from packing them up. And even as it did happen, I had to bring back a few more books that they accidentally took with them. Sad for me, I'm leaving. I think a joy for you is the fact that Father Derek will be here in just about 10 days. But I have to admit that when I was facing the movers in the last 2 days, I started figuring out, okay, where am I going to put my Japanese corner? Where am I going to put my Italian corner? These, in case you're not aware of it, are going back to my days in the Navy. And some things I could just totally ignore. Others had too much feeling for me. But every time I went up that flight of stairs to put something at least on the right floor, I thought, what am I doing with this mess? I should be settling down. And I promise you, I will be trying to do that. And I'm not retiring in the classical sense. All sorts of people wanted to know what I'm going to do when I'm no longer a priest almost. No, I'm already committed to 4 weekends this summer to help out for one of our local priests who's going to be on vacation. And I haven't even left the place yet. So don't worry, I'm not going to vegetate until I have to, if even then. My great dream is to go from retirement to Holy Cross. So we'll see who wins, whether it's my prayer or God's will. But nonetheless, I do intend to stay in connection with you as much as possible. I'm hoping to hear from you and to know that no matter what, we had that great privilege of praying for each other. As the readings of this week says, yes, we're going to go through tribulation. Yes, we're going to go through trials, but we always rejoice. God loves us and calls us to be that love in this world. There's certainly, we know, in recent days, between the virus, between the riots, and so on and so forth, they need us with that smile of faith that says, God loves us, I love you, and we know that together that love will triumph. Thank you.